Ever wonder why, as you climb the ladder of success, not everyone cheers you on? The journey to the top can illuminate, but it can also cast long shadows on relationships, revealing not just who's with you, but who's not. It's a paradox of human behavior, where achievement and envy intertwine, creating a complex web of reactions from those around you. Understanding the root of why some may not want you to succeed sheds light on deeper psychological and social dynamics at play. It's not just about navigating the path to success, but also understanding how to maintain positive connections amidst your ascent. The first reason some may not wish for you to succeed lies deeply rooted in perceived inequality. Success, by its very nature, illuminates the achievements of those who attain it, casting a radiant glow that can, paradoxically, deepen the shadows in the lives of those still reaching for their own light. This dichotomy lies at the heart of why some may not wish for you to succeed, rooted in a complex interplay of perceived inequality and the human psyche's intricate response to it. As you scale the heights of your ambitions, your victories become more than personal milestones. They transform into benchmarks against which others measure their own progress. This comparison isn't driven by envy alone, but by a profound sense of disparity that can lead to feelings of alienation and inadequacy. The colleague who has consistently performed well might find themselves questioning their worth in the wake of your meteoric rise. Similarly, friends who once shared your struggles may now see your success as a barrier that distances you from them, fostering a sense of isolation rather than shared triumph. This phenomenon underscores a fundamental aspect of human nature, the need to feel valued and seen. When success seems to favor one over the many, it can inadvertently highlight the divides among us, turning what should be a source of collective inspiration into a point of contention. It is here that the responsibility of the successful becomes evident. The challenge is not to diminish the brightness of your achievements, but to use your success as a beacon that guides and uplifts others, illuminating paths not just for yourself, but for those around you. The key to navigating the complex emotions surrounding success lies in empathy and understanding. Recognizing the impact of your achievements on others requires a sensitivity that goes beyond mere acknowledgement. It demands an active engagement with those who feel left in your wake, offering support, encouragement, and most importantly, demonstrating that success is not a zero-sum game. It's about creating spaces where achievements are celebrated not as singular victories but as communal gains, where every success is a step forward for all. In this light, success transcends its traditional boundaries, becoming a shared journey rather than a solitary conquest. It challenges us to rethink how we define achievement, urging us to consider the broader implications of our victories on our communities and relationships. By fostering an environment of inclusivity and support, we can transform perceptions of inequality into opportunities for collective growth and unity, making success a tide that lifts all boats, not just the one that sails the fastest. The second reason stems from the threat success poses to a collective identity. When one individual's achievements begin to elevate them above the perceived level of their group, it can disrupt the harmony and unity within that collective. This success is not merely a personal triumph. It's seen as an aberration that disturbs the equilibrium, fostering discomfort and resentment among the group members. It's akin to a single bird soaring from the flock, leaving the rest to grapple with the unsettling question of why they aren't flying as high. This phenomenon is particularly pronounced in closely knit groups where uniformity is prized and deviations are viewed with suspicion. The success becomes a mirror reflecting the group's insecurities and the disparities between individual potentials. Instead of being a source of collective pride, the success is perceived as a beacon of alienation, highlighting differences rather than celebrating common achievements. The discomfort and resentment that brew in response to this perceived threat are not merely reactions to the individual's success, but to the underlying fear of losing a shared identity. It raises concerns about the group's cohesiveness and the roles within it, prompting a defensive stance against the successful individual to protect the collective sense of belonging. Addressing this threat to group identity requires a nuanced approach that acknowledges the value of individual success within the context of the collective. It involves fostering an environment where achievements are viewed as contributions to the group's strength rather than detractions from its unity. This delicate balancing act ensures that success strengthens rather than fractures the collective identity, promoting a culture of mutual upliftment and shared aspirations. The third reason is deeply entrenched in the fear of abandonment. Friends and family, the very people who have cheered you on from the sidelines, may harbor a quiet dread that your success will inevitably lead to separation. It's a fear not unfounded in malice or jealousy, but in the concern that your new status, responsibilities, and the worlds you navigate will create a chasm between you and them, both physically and emotionally. This fear is the shadow that trails behind the light of achievement, casting doubt on the strength of bonds thought unbreakable. Consider the best friend who's been with you through thick and thin, suddenly finding themselves navigating the periphery of your expanding universe, or the sibling who's watched you ascend to heights unforeseen, quietly wrestling with the thought of losing their confidant to a world they can't access. These fears are not just about geographical distance or the scarcity of shared time. They're about the emotional disconnect that can accompany success, the unspoken worry that the person they knew and loved might be lost to the allure of a new life. Addressing the fear of abandonment requires an intentional effort to bridge the gap success might create. It's about reaffirming the value of these relationships, making conscious choices to remain connected, and demonstrating that success doesn't diminish the importance of those who've been a part of your journey. It's a commitment to carry the essence of home with you, no matter how far you venture or how high you climb, ensuring that those who matter most can share in your success without the fear of being left behind. The fourth reason circles around the challenge that success poses to the existing dynamics and hierarchies within social and family structures. When you achieve a level of success that catapults you beyond the established norms of your circle, it invariably shakes the foundations of the status quo. This upheaval isn't just about envy or personal grievances. It's deeply tied to the discomfort and resistance from those who are heavily invested in maintaining the current power dynamics and social order. Success in this context becomes a disruptor, a force that recalibrates roles and expectations within groups, families, and communities. It introduces new possibilities and pathways that weren't previously considered, challenging others to reevaluate their own positions and aspirations. For those who have comfortably nestled into the fabric of the existing hierarchy, your ascent represents an unsettling shift, one that may require them to confront their own complacency or fears of inadequacy. This challenge to the status quo can manifest as resistance, criticism, or even overt attempts to undermine your achievements. It's a protective mechanism aimed at preserving familiar structures against the tide of change your success represents. Overcoming this resistance requires patience, empathy, and sometimes a strategic distance as you navigate your path forward. It's about understanding that your journey might inadvertently compel others to face uncomfortable truths about their own choices and limitations. Navigating this challenge involves a delicate balance of asserting your newfound position while remaining respectful of the existing dynamics. It's about leading by example, showing that success doesn't have to be a zero-sum game, but can be a catalyst for growth and inspiration for everyone involved. By doing so, you not only safeguard your achievements, but also open the door for others to pursue their own, potentially transforming resistance into collective advancement. The fifth reason delves into the potent emotions of envy and competitiveness that your success can ignite. Success, especially when it appears to come swiftly or brightly for one individual, can act as a catalyst, stirring deep-seated feelings of inadequacy and rivalry in others. This isn't merely about wishing to have what someone else possesses. It's a complex emotional response that forces individuals to confront their own perceived shortcomings, question their worth, and reevaluate their abilities in light of someone else's achievements. Envy and competitiveness, while often viewed negatively, are inherently human emotions that signal deeper processes at work. When someone close to us or within our social sphere achieves a level of success we aspire to, it can serve as a mirror, reflecting back our own doubts, insecurities, and unfulfilled ambitions. This reflection is not comfortable to face. It can lead to a turmoil of feelings where admiration for the person's achievements is entangled with personal discontent and a renewed sense of urgency to prove one's own worth. The challenge here lies not in the existence of these feelings, but in how individuals choose to respond to them. While some may let envy and competitiveness drive wedges, creating conflict and distance, others may find in them a motivation to pursue their own goals with greater clarity and determination. Navigating the complexities of envy and competitiveness requires grace, humility, and an understanding that your success can inadvertently highlight sensitive areas in others' lives. It's about recognizing the power of achievement to influence and shape the dynamics around you, and using that influence to inspire and uplift rather than alienate. By approaching success with a mindset focused on collective growth and the shared pursuit of excellence, you can transform potential rivalry into a driving force for communal upliftment, proving that success is not just an individual triumph, but a beacon that lights the way for others. The sixth reason is rooted in the belief held by some individuals in a zero-sum game of success, where they perceive the achievements of one person as inherently limiting the opportunities available to others. This mindset stems from the misconception that success, opportunity, and recognition are finite resources, that the universe's bounty is a pie with only so many slices to go around. When you claim a slice of success, those who subscribe to this belief may feel as though their own chances have diminished, as if your gain is directly correlated with their loss. This belief system creates a landscape of competition and scarcity, where others view your achievements not as a source of inspiration, but as a threat to their own potential success. It breeds an environment where envy flourishes and support dwindles, as each individual success is seen as narrowing the field of opportunity for everyone else. This zero-sum perspective not only diminishes the joy and camaraderie that can come from celebrating each other's achievements, but also fosters a culture of isolation and divisiveness. Combating the belief in zero-sum success requires cultivating a mindset of abundance, where success is seen as limitless and achievable for all. It's about challenging the notion that the universe's gifts are in short supply, and instead promoting the idea that one person's achievements can actually pave the way for others. By highlighting examples of mutual success and demonstrating that your achievements can inspire and open doors for those around you, you can begin to shift the narrative from competition to collaboration. Encouraging a belief in abundance over scarcity not only transforms how individuals perceive success, but also fosters a more supportive and inclusive environment. It's a reminder that we rise by lifting others, and that in the infinite expanse of possibility, there is room for everyone to achieve their version of success. The seventh reason why your success might not be universally welcomed is rooted deeply in the phenomenon of projection. When you ascend to new heights, achieving what many only dare to dream of, your success inadvertently becomes a mirror, reflecting back at others not the light of your achievements, but the shadows of their unmet goals or perceived failures. This reflection is not gentle, it's stark and unyielding, compelling them to confront their own disappointments and what might have been. Imagine standing at a crossroads. The path you chose led you to a vista of success, while others stand at their crossroads, their paths shrouded in the fog of what-ifs and if-onlys. Your triumph, though celebrated, serves as a constant reminder to them of the roads not taken, the opportunities missed, and the dreams deferred. This confrontation with their own life choices and the alternate realities that could have unfolded triggers a complex mix of emotions, resentment, regret, and a sense of inadequacy. This projection of personal failures onto your success story is a defense mechanism, a way to externalize internal conflicts and soothe the sting of their disappointments. However, this coping strategy often manifests as negative reactions towards you. Undeserved criticism, unwarranted skepticism, or even outright hostility. These reactions are not truly about you or your accomplishments, but are expressions of their inner turmoil and frustrations. Navigating this minefield of projected failures requires empathy and a deep understanding that the negativity directed at you is often not personal. It's about recognizing the pain and disillusionment behind the resentment and offering compassion, even when it feels undeserved. By maintaining your grace and keeping the perspective that your success can inspire rather than diminish, you become a beacon of possibility, showing that achievement is not the end of the road, but a milestone on the journey of growth and self-discovery. In this context, your success story can transition from a mirror of reflection to a window of opportunity, offering a glimpse into what can be achieved with perseverance and courage. Instead of being a source of division, it becomes a unifying force, encouraging others to chase their dreams and redefine their own narratives of success and fulfillment. As you ascend on your journey towards success, it's crucial to recognize that your achievements don't exist in a vacuum. They interact dynamically with the perceptions and emotions of those around you, casting ripples across the surface of your social interactions. This realization brings to light the multifaceted nature of success, illustrating that the path you tread is woven with both triumphs and trials, especially in the realm of human relationships. The nuanced reactions of those in your circle, stemming from feelings of inequality, disruptions to group cohesion, fears of losing connection with you, challenges to societal norms, envy, competitive instincts, beliefs in the scarcity of success, and reflections on personal shortcomings highlight the complex psychological landscape that your achievements navigate. These reactions offer a mirror to the diverse and sometimes conflicting human conditions that coexist within your network of relationships. Navigating this landscape requires more than just professional acumen. It demands a deep sense of emotional intelligence and a commitment to nurturing the bonds that tie you to others. It's about striking a harmonious balance where your achievements serve as a beacon of inspiration rather than a wedge of division. This involves engaging in dialogues that bridge understanding, demonstrating empathy towards the insecurities and aspirations of those around you, and embodying humility in the face of your successes. Moreover, establishing healthy boundaries becomes not just a defensive measure, but a proactive strategy to foster mutual respect and shared growth. These boundaries enable you to pursue excellence while ensuring that your relationships remain resilient, supportive, and enriched by your journey rather than threatened by it. In essence, your quest for achievement is also an opportunity to cultivate a legacy of positivity, empathy, and communal success. It's a chance to show that true success is expansive and inclusive, capable of elevating everyone it touches. By weaving these principles into the fabric of your journey, you not only achieve your goals, but also contribute to building a supportive community that thrives on collective achievements and shared joy. This, in the end, is the hallmark of a truly successful journey, one that uplifts, inspires,